enjoyed Samoyed Productions, Year 7, Series 1, now rolling. Greetings everyone, it's me Gigalem, and after so much waiting, it's finally time to start the next project. We are hopping from the PlayStation 1 back to the PlayStation 2, and, well, we're actually playing a game that came after Spyro. Believe it or not, I'm skipping Spyro to get to this one because I have more experience with it. And this is a game that, I'm going to be real here, I wish I played way earlier in my life. I've always seen my brothers play it. This is Ratchet Clank. This is a game I've been teasing for a bit of a while, and so much so that I went and platinumed both the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita versions of the game. Now, I will say that if you plan to get the Vita version, well, get it while you can on the digital storefront, because who knows when the PS3 and Vita shops shut down. Now, this will be the PlayStation 2 version we'll be covering. It is, it doesn't have, like, many visual bugs and such. Like the PlayStation 3 versions are perfectly playable. I've been needing to get Ratchet 3 started. And I've only played, like, 2 of the, I want to say 6 PlayStation 3 entries. Now, before anyone asks, I don't know how I'm going to handle the remake, considering that the cutscenes are from the movie itself. So, yeah. I know people have some opinions about the remake, but it's on the story itself, not really so much like the game. And I'm pretty sure it's a fine game, but I'll get to it when I get to it, because this is a series I'm trying to platinum all of it. But enough dilly-dallying. Through this Let's Play, I'll be talking about all the skill points, all the gold bolts, and talking about trophies you'll get along the way if you're playing the PlayStation 3 version or Vita version. The Vita version is locked at 30 because, let's be real here, they're shoving like PlayStation 2 games into a handheld that is pretty powerful for the time. Anyways, enough talk. Let's get started, shall we? As soon as it saves data.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology.
Alright, let's go rescue a toaster. So this first game is definitely a first game, and if you're playing for the first time, you will get hints from the game's health desk. You swing with square, not one of the shoulder buttons, and you use your weapon with circle. And well, let's talk about another thing that I know not many go back to this game for. Uh, the lack of a strafe button can make the difference between an early entry and a later entry. And quite literally, it kind of felt weird using a face button for the weapon button instead of one of the triggers. So yeah, this game is definitely a bit more basic. This is we are dealing with first game syndrome, and of course this means we don't have the long jump at the start. So let's talk about another thing that's that you're probably not exactly going to be used to when starting with this game. Look at your health. You have very little health in this game. You have 4 nanotech, and we're not going to get any more nanotech until very late into the adventure. And let's just talk about another thing, something I'll get to when we get to Raugar, and that is the bolt economy. Early on, you're going to want to break everything. They will hide bolts and the like, and of course, assuming I can actually smash one of those things, your Omni Wrench is going to be your friend. You can hold one of the shoulder buttons and toss it. You're going to want to learn that trick for later because there's a skill point that requires it. Of course, we lost our nanotech, so let's get some more nanotech. I mean, I guess if nanotech heals you, you could say Ratchet is staying alive through nanomachines, son. I've yet to play that. I own both the PlayStation 3 and Xbox versions of that game, and I've yet to even play it. I want to get my DualShock 3 fixed first before doing any games that require pressure-sensitive buttons. So, this is what you want to use your weapons for. Enemies that you can't exactly use your Omni Wrench for, like where close quarters combat or close range melee is not exactly ideal. Ratchet's Omni Wrench, however, well, it works, but I don't think it's not exactly your best option. It's just it's just more so it's an option and such. It's going to be a very handy tool for progression, but not exactly a handy tool for combat. But there are means of being able to do as much combat as possible. Now, funnily enough, a familiar developer from the last Let's Play I did the bonus episodes of, did some of the groundwork for this game along with Insomniac. Naughty Dog did help them with this project, and let's just say those boxes are going to make you want to tickle your Crash Bandicoot fancy. Anyways, let's go rescue a toaster.
Interesting.
Yay!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cut!
And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny.
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
And I forgot how long the intro to this game is. There are like so many front-loaded cutscenes. Yes, this is where the game begins. Well, proper. Now, let's just... Okay. Now, yeah. So, each planet has like, gold bolts, skill points, and, in the PlayStation 3 version, trophies. There'll be trophies based on progress in the PlayStation 3 version. I'll be talking about them when we get to those points. But of course, we also have a Gadgetron vendor, which has our first weapon, which we are not going to be able to get until we procure more bolts. Now, let us actually take this way first, because this one doesn't have much in the story department, but it does have a gold bolt. I'll be talking about skill points and gold bolts when we get to it, and whenever a skill point rewards a trophy, you will see that skill point on the screen and what trophy it will get you. you will either see a bronze, silver, or gold trophy. And I think there's only one gold trophy in terms of what was it? In terms of skill points, and it's actually relatively early on in the game. But it's one of those cases where when we get to it, don't worry about trying to get it on your first attempt. Wait until you have what you need to get in the first place. And boy, if you don't know the lines, well, prepare to spend some time on it. And it's one of two things that you're going to need to spend some time for. Now, let's just say I don't like swimming in this game, and they just hold a very crucial upgrade that you're going to want once you have... You're going to want to, like... It's going to feel very rewarding once you get to it. So... like, I'm not kidding. I forgot how many cutscenes this game had at the start. Now, I just remembered what I was going to talk about. Voice actors and such. Well, I can't remember the voice actor for Clank offhand. Also, if you go here, and a cave is revealed, and we get our first gold bolt. There are, I believe, 40 of these in the game. 40. I'm thinking of skill points where there are 30 of them. And Kirwan only has one gold bolt. There is another gold bolt in this world that we can't get on our first visit. We're gonna have to wait until after a certain point in the game, because we can't get it without a certain gadget. And there are a lot of weapons and gadgets in this game, while some are more useful than others. But there's one thing that I'm going to talk about: growing pains. Well, let's just say there's a reason why certain gadgets are hotkeys in later entries. You're going to appreciate it when we get to that point. And of course, the one thing that you're gonna have to get used to is, well, a lot of platforming. I'd say Ratchet 1 is more does more with the platforming than the gunplay, but let's be real here. I think one of the reasons why this game did so well in the West is simply because of just... well, I could be talking out of my rear, but I want you to watch the commercials for this game, like the US one specifically. They're really good. Anyways, not too far in, our second gold bolt, and this will be the last gold bolt we'll be able to get in Kirwan. As I said earlier, we will not be able to get the third one until much later. And also, that planet that Clank escaped from, we're not visiting that planet for a long time. So of course, you just gotta make do with what you have. And surprisingly enough, I'm getting a lot of use out of the wrench early on. I haven't even bought the pyrocitor. And let's see. Sorry, it's been quite a bit since I've played this game in full. The last time I played it was trying to platinum the Vita version. Let's just say, the one thing you're not going to like about the Vita version, and this is more the fault of the hardware, the Vita sticks are sensitive. It's going to make certain, certain missions in the Vita version, freaking impossible because of how sensitive it is. So, yeah. Now, the one thing that Clank gave us at the start of this game is an infobot. An infobot is often telling you about your mission objective and where to go through various videos, like a transmission or a commercial and such. But it does tell you it does give you coordinates on what's next in your objective. I'm going to tell you this right now. There are some rough patches with this first game. Let's just say there are just some skill points that I just really don't like, and we'll get to those skill points when we get to them. And boy, I'm expecting to cut out a lot of fluff. Okay. Here, like, some of the platforming can be a bit, tight. And if you think that's bad with just the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 versions, try playing this on the Vita with the more sensitive sticks. Like, if you can manage, but...
Dad, blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking! The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
Yeah, if you can manage with the PlayStation Vita version, you can, but some things are just gonna feel off on you because the sticks are so sensitive. Like, I've tried to look everywhere for, like, the attachments that I can put on the thing so I can move the thing a little bit less. Anyways, let's buy this infobot. There are gonna be a lot of things that are gonna be pay-gated. Or bolt-gated or something. Paywalls.
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
But we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's M-screen!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Gadgetron infobot.
So, yeah. We now have coordinates to our next planet. There will be a point where we'll get, like, I want to say, like, 2 or more other planets and such. And there's quite a few, like, very short planets, like, around the start. So, yeah. Also, I will be real here. I thought this was the only way you were going to throw the wrench until I found out on later, like, through other videos and such, that you can just do this. And you're going to want to remember that. However, we're not done here. So, let's just take this slide. And we are back at the entrance. But we're not done with this planet just yet, but I think I'll cut it off here. So, if you want to donate, there are a couple links in the description. Any amount will help. You can ask to have your name be read or not. If you want to follow this series and any others like it, it's just a click of the subscribe button and the bell, but you don't have to if you don't want to. The choice is yours. I hope you're taking really good care of yourself, and I shall now bid you adieu.